part 2 of our interview with Abid Butt, CEO of Banyan Tree Hotels and Resorts. In this part of the interview, we discuss the challenges of taking over leadership from an organization's founder and lessons for future growth leaders looking to make their mark in the industry.
So Abid, welcome back.
Good to be here.
You're the first external CEO to the company. What's it like taking over from the founder?
I have a world of respect for the founders of this organization. They have done a phenomenal job in developing a brand that is world recognized at this particular point. Obviously, the company has grown to a point that there needed to be additional leadership roles created. Hence the reason I was asked to come back and work with them.
So how do you find the balance of appreciating and building on the legacy of the past and then looking to the future and bringing about change?
Well, innovation has been in our DNA, as has been sustainability. So if you keep consistent to the core values of our organization, you can continue to build on it. The adaptation has to be put into place because in any business, anywhere in the world, it's never one size fits all. As a matter of fact, I think the organization that tries to do and operate with one-size-fits-all mentality, they're probably up against much bigger hurdles than an organization that can realize far in advance that you have to adapt. And we've been able to do that. We are nimble, we are small, but not only do we recognize the differences, we embrace the diversity and we celebrate it.
So it sounds like you have a good relationship with the founder and that's allowed you to find the right balance between preserving the past and innovating for the future.
Absolutely. And look, the vision that had been established some time ago holds true to this day. And it is that vision that has gotten us to where we are and hopefully will help us grow for many years to come.
And what would you say is that unique perspective that you bring now to Banyan Tree?
My background as a hotelier, and I'm I guess a diehard hotel junkie. I went to school for this. As the founder has always said it, look, I'm a hotelier by mistake. I was never intending to be in the hotel business. So I think that's the element that I've been able to bring to the organization. Throughout my career, not only I have dealt with hotels from the operations point of view and creating unique experiences. Most recently, I was part of an organization that had owned the hotels. They didn't operate them, but we owned the assets. So I can combine the desires of an owning entity and the desire of an operating entity, because at the end of the day, both are aligned. Sometimes they're not quite understood that way, but I'm in a unique position to be able to rely on my background from both of these and be able to strengthen our delivery systems as a result of that.
So it sounds like having some diverse experiences in your career prepared you for the different challenges in this CEO role. What would you say have been a couple of the key challenges that you faced that helped you develop for this role?
Well, I think first thing I've recognized is that historical success never is a predictor of future success. Something that might have worked in another location, another environment, doesn't necessarily mean it is going to deliver the desired outcome. As a matter of fact, quite candidly, it is very, very apparent that the best laid plan has to be at times modified. You can plan all day long, but you have to recognize that it might or might not deliver the results that you desire. So you've got to be adaptable. You have to have a plan. It is very important to have a plan. Have the details that would lead you to the success, but be able to adapt to them as you go along. That is absolutely critical.
What would be a piece of advice you would give to a young leader who would like to grow in the hotel industry?
learn as much as you can, as early as you can. Don't be afraid of the industry, because this industry does have a stigma of hard work, because whilst everybody else plays, we have to work. But that's the industry we're in. I don't think any other industry can provide the opportunities that this industry does to really experience different cultures, different parts of the world. Whether you go and work in different parts of the world, or you are interacting with people from other parts of the world. But this is what makes this business so enriching and so dynamic, particularly when you're based at the hotels, in the resorts. There isn't a dull moment in your day, because every day is different.
So valuing people, loving culture and the differences that culture brings, and being open to hard work.
And being humble about it, and be open to try out new things, because we all learn throughout our lives, throughout our careers. We all learn, whether it's through going to schools or through school of life. We do learn, and people have to be humble and open to trying out new things, experimenting with different ways of doing things.
Let's recap 3 key takeaways from Abid's experience driving growth at Banyan Tree. First, know what your brand is about and stay true to this. The Banyan Tree is about understated luxury. Everything touching the customer is all about this. Second, when taking over from the company founders, the CEO must balance respect and protection of the legacy with a passion for innovation. And third, when growing globally, one size won't fit all. Too many companies seek global standardization in the pursuit of excellence or cost reduction, but in doing so, lose the competitive advantage that made them great in the first place.
Abid, thanks for being here and sharing about your lessons of experience as a growth leader.
Boy, it's absolutely my pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on Driving Growth.